Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Jeremiah 1:5. Long before Delilah ever entered the scene, there was a man chosen by God, strong, fearless, and anointed. His name was Samson, a warrior unlike any other, blessed with supernatural strength. But like many great heroes, his downfall didn't come from the battlefield. It came from the heart. Today, let's dive into the powerful and tragic story of Samson and Delilah, a tale of strength, weakness, betrayal, and redemption, and how it still reflects the choices we face today. Who is Samson? Samson was born during a time when the Israelites were suffering under the cruel rule of the Philistines. His birth was a miracle. An angel of the Lord appeared to his mother, who was barren, and told her she would have a son. But there was a condition. He was to be a Nazirite, dedicated to God from birth. This meant he should never drink wine. He must avoid anything unclean. And most importantly, he must never cut his hair, for his hair was the symbol of his covenant with God. As Samson grew, the Spirit of the Lord began to stir in him. He had incredible strength, the kind that could tear apart lions with his bare hands and defeat armies single-handedly. Samson's early wars. Before Delilah, Samson had already clashed with the Philistines many times. One day, a lion attacked him. With just his bare hands, Samson tore it apart. At his wedding feast, he posed a riddle to 30 Philistine men. When they couldn't answer it, they tricked his wife into giving them the answer. In a rage, Samson struck down 30 men and took their garments to pay the bet. His anger was unmatched, but so was his strength. He once caught 300 foxes, tied their tails together in pairs, set torches between them, and released them into the Philistines' grain fields, burning their harvest. He even used a donkey's jawbone to slay 1,000 Philistine soldiers in a single day. Samson was a hero, but his heart often led him into trouble. Then came Delilah. She was beautiful, she was charming, and she was working for the enemy. The Philistine rulers came to her and said, "Lure Samson into telling you the secret of his great strength, and we will each give you 1,100 silver coins." Delilah agreed. She asked Samson, "Tell me, what makes you so strong? How could someone tie you up and subdue you?" At first, Samson played with her. He lied, told her fake secrets. "Tie me with fresh bowstrings. Use new ropes. Weave my hair into a loom." Each time, Delilah did exactly what he said, and then shouted, "Samson, the Philistines are upon you!" And each time, Samson snapped free and defeated them. But Delilah didn't give up. She nagged him day after day, until he couldn't take it anymore. Finally, Samson gave in. He told her everything. "No razor has ever touched my head," he said, "because I've been set apart to God since birth. If my hair is cut, my strength will leave me." That night, Delilah lulled Samson to sleep on her lap. She called in a man to shave off his 7 braids of hair. As Samson toiled in the enemy's temple, his strength diminished, but his spirit remained unbroken. "Samson, the Philistines are upon you!" she cried. But this time, he had no strength left. They seized him. They gouged out his eyes, shackled him in bronze chains, and threw him into prison. The once mighty warrior became a blind slave, grinding grain in the enemy's temple, but his hair began to grow back. The Philistines gathered in their temple to celebrate. They said, "Our god Dagon has delivered Samson into our hands." They called him out to entertain them, mocking the blind, fallen hero. But Samson, with quiet desperation, whispered a final prayer to God. "Sovereign Lord, remember me. Please strengthen me just once more." He asked the servant to place his hands on the temple pillars. With one final burst of divine strength, he pushed, and the pillars collapsed. The entire temple fell, killing over 3,000 Philistines, and Samson died with them. In death, he defeated more enemies than he ever had in life. The pillars shook, then crumbled, bringing the entire temple down on the Philistines. In the end, Samson's strength returned not just physically, but spiritually. He had been humbled, he had suffered, but he never lost his faith. What can we learn from Samson and Delilah today? In a world full of distractions and temptations, even the strongest among us can fall when we let our guard down. Samson's strength didn't lie in his muscles. It was in his connection with God, his purpose, and his obedience. But when he chased pleasure over purpose, when he trusted the wrong person more than the voice of God, he lost everything. Yet in his final breath, he returned to God. And even in failure, God gave him one last chance to fulfill his destiny. Remember this: be careful who you let close to your heart. Not everyone is worthy of your trust. Don't exchange your calling for comfort. No matter how far you've fallen, it's never too late to return to your purpose. And remember, your greatest strength is not in what you can do, but in who walks with you. If you felt this story move you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful Bible-based tales that reveal the legends behind the verses. Comment below, what lesson from Samson and Delilah struck you the most? Until next time, stay strong, stay faithful, and stay wise. Strength without wisdom is dangerous. Be careful who you give your heart to. Not everyone deserves your trust.